What's up, everyone? Coach Tony from Bonvec Strength, and I've been seeing a lot of messages and posts recently from people in the fitness industry and lifters kind of about the new year and what that does to the scene in most gyms and the influx of new people who are trying to act on New Year's resolutions to exercise more. And the message has been largely very positive. And I love to see all the messages about how it's important that we treat these people right and that everybody's worthy of their time at the gym. Nobody is more worthy than another. And it's easy to complain about how busy gyms might be this time of year, early in January, but it's important to respect everybody and understand that we were all beginners at one point. This message is awesome. I really like to see all that circling around. I would like to add something to that I think would be a good resolution for all of us who are fitness professionals or those of us who just like to lift, basically those of us who know a thing or two about training, and that's to stop giving unsolicited training advice, full stop. Just don't give it to anybody, whether it's somebody who's brand new in the gym in person with you, somebody who's posting one of their lifts online, whether they're new, whether they're intermediate, whether they're really advanced. Like, if they didn't ask for your help, don't offer it, because you have absolutely zero context as far as that person's goals, that person's injury history, what that person's training history has been like. Do they have a coach? Do they not have a coach? So it's just not your business, and it's very hard for you to give productive, meaningful, and correct training advice if you don't know all those things about that person. Now, occasionally somebody will post something and ask for advice. You see a lot of that kind of on Reddit, on their lifting forums, where people will specifically ask for advice. And that's one thing. If somebody asks for your help, by all means, give your opinion. Try your best to be constructive and tactful with the advice that you give. But if you're just scrolling through social media and you see somebody post something and it just pops into your head like, man, that's not the way I would do things, like, who cares? Move along. Your advice is probably not going to be taken well, especially if somebody didn't ask for it. The chances of that information getting into their brain, being interpreted in a positive way, and then that lifter then actually putting it into action in a productive way is almost zero. So even if you have the best of intentions of helping somebody, if somebody didn't ask for it and you tell them in a roundabout way that what they're doing is wrong and your idea of what they should be doing is right, that just almost never works out. If you've ever been in an argument with your significant other, you can be 1,000% right and they can be 1,000% wrong, and you two are just never going to agree on it because people tend to be a little bit stuck in their ways. And it just is not our place to provide unsolicited training advice. So remember that when there are new people in the gym all around you, you're going to see some things that in your mind, you're just going to say, like, that's not right. That's not the right way to do things. That's not the optimal way to do things. But you know what? Those people have already mustered up so much courage to be there, and they're already probably so far out of their comfort zone just to get in there and train. So just let them be. If you go up to them, a total stranger, and put them in an awkward position and tell them that they're doing things wrong, I can't really see a positive aspect in that at all. I think it's going to be negative more than anything, discouraging more than anything, and I think they're less likely to be consistent and keep training if a stranger comes up and corrects them on their exercise technique. So I've said it before, like, there are so many right ways to do things, and it's very hard to objectively say that somebody is doing something incorrectly. So chances are, unless they, drop a weight on their face or something that's actually going to hurt them, you can do just about anything in the gym for at least an extended period of time, as long as the load's appropriate. They're probably not going to get hurt. So as far as exercise technique, just leave that alone. Let them be, let them train, let them get comfortable in the gym. If they want help, they'll seek it out. They'll look for a personal trainer. They'll look for a coach. They'll go to a gym where coaching is the service that's provided. So if they want it, they'll seek it out. They're not asking you for it. And if you do want to help these people, I think we can go out of our way to help these people, but not in terms of exercise instruction. If somebody looks lost, like they can't find something, a piece of equipment, they're not sure where to put something back, then by all means, help them out. Ask like, hey, you look like you're looking for something. Can I help you find something? Or like, hey, I see you've got this piece of equipment and you're kind of walking around, like, here's where it goes. Stuff like that, I think, is the most meaningful olive branch that you can extend to somebody who's new to the gym, is just helping them kind of figure out the lay of the land, the logistics of things, way more helpful in their fitness journey than, bagging on them for having bad deadlift technique, So help them with stuff like that, but leave the exercise technique alone. All right, because we're going to see a lot of those people, and I hope that every single person who started up a new exercise routine this January sticks with it, because we know consistency wins. And the more the merrier. There's no such thing as, there's no finite amount of strength. There's no finite amount of gains to go around. A rising tide lifts all ships. So the more strong people we have on this planet, the better. All right. So help people the right way. And if they didn't ask for your help as far as exercise technique, don't give it. Leave them alone.